The HOA turned my fence into a landfill, and I turned their mistake into $168,000. I'm Jennifer Davis, 38, Environmental Compliance Officer for Arizona's Department of Environmental Quality, and I bought my Scottsdale house in 2019 with a 6-foot wooden fence. Behind it sat a 15-foot easement strip that was my property, though nobody cared until they needed somewhere to dump. The HOA renovated the clubhouse last spring, and construction debris appeared against my fence within weeks. Broken drywall, rotten lumber, mystery bags piling up until 23 cubic yards accumulated over 90 days. HOA President Victoria Hayes sent a letter explaining they were utilizing common area for temporary storage, which was wrong since it was my property, and she ignored my calls. Here's what Victoria didn't know. I investigate illegal dumping for a living, so I pulled my 2019 property survey showing clear ownership and walked the debris pile with my work camera. Asbestos tiles and lead paint chips meant they had dumped federal EPA violations on my land. I installed a steel chain barrier across the easement access point, locked it, and posted notices citing property rights and EPA regulations. Next morning, their dump trucks couldn't enter. The contractor called Victoria, and she called me furious while I explained that my land meant my rules, and if they wanted access, we'd negotiate terms. She threatened lawsuits, so her attorney could review my survey alongside EPA violation reports. Victoria's lawyer called within 48 hours because the survey was ironclad and the HOA had zero claim, but removing debris required crossing my easement. Commercial cleanup quoted $18,500, and their contractor desperately needed the shortcut, since without it, they'd lose 30 extra minutes per truckload. I filed preliminary EPA paperwork, the asbestos-triggered state investigation, and local news ran HOA dumps hazardous waste on residents' property as homeowners flooded the board meeting. Victoria's re-election campaign collapsed overnight, and suddenly she wanted settlement talks. The HOA offered $25,000 for immediate cleanup and easement access, but I countered that they needed permanent access for future projects. So we'd do a commercial easement lease for 5 years minimum at $2,800 monthly. Victoria went pale, calculating $168,000 over 5 years, but their attorney advised signing, since refusing meant EPA fines, ongoing news coverage, and homeowner lawsuits, so they signed within 1 week. The contract includes my favorite clause, where missing one payment means access terminates immediately and all legal fees transfer to the HOA, and they've paid on time for 11 months straight. The asbestos remediation cost them an additional $31,000. Victoria resigned last month, my fence looks pristine, and my bank account looks even better. Ever caught someone breaking the exact rules you enforce for a living? Drop your story below.